Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you're joining me from. Please leave me your favorite emoji in the comment section if you can hear me clearly and if you can see me. Leave me your favorite emoji. Okay. All right. Let me bring up my slides. Thank you. Thank you. Let me bring up my slides and let's get started. Okay. No, this is not it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just give that a moment for my slide to come up. All right. Hi, everyone. So good to have everyone here today. And if you're here and the goal is for you to transition into tech, especially as a project manager or as a business analyst, then you're in the right place. And today we're going to be discussing how to land a business analyst or project manager job in 2026. We're going to be looking at the skills and proof that actually work. Okay. So these are the skills that are high demand that you need as a BA or project manager to help you secure that job in 2026. Okay. Okay, so this is about us. Who is 10 Analytics or who are 10 Analytics? Who are we? We are a leading edutech an educational technology company, and we are focused on providing specialized training in technology skills, delivering comprehensive data consulting services as well. And with over 5 years in building talent, we have been building talent. We have been helping people transition to tech since 5 years. And we have been able to help over 3,000 plus people transition to tech from the classroom into getting their very first job in tech. And this spans across the UK, US, Canada, Europe, Africa, and Asia. We are committed to making sure that the technology sector is more accessible through premium experimental training in, we have data analysis, business analysis, data engineering, data science, financial analytics, HR analytics, agile project management, scrum master, cybersecurity, AI engineering, DevOps engineering, and product design. Okay. Our team of instructors are from leading global companies like Apple, Microsoft, McKinsey, Amazon, etc. We bring a wealth of real world experience. So if you come on 10 Analytics, you're guaranteed to have real world experience, and we're dedicated in delivering an engaging practical learning experience for you. Okay. So we'll make sure that you receive maximum value for your investment in your future. So if you're right here, then you're in a safe place. Okay. Okay, so we got into our Delta Catalyzer Velocity program in October 2024. And this program is designed to help innovative companies scale and grow. So we have some resources here that's attached here. So my colleague is dropping the link for the attendance form in the comment section. Endeavor to fill out the comment section, okay, so that you're able to get the resources that we are going to be sharing, and also you'll be able to get the recording from this master class, because you would want to go back to it and watch and also get the slides, because a lot is going to be shared here. This section promises to be packed. All right. Okay, so I've been speaking for a moment and you're just looking at me like, who is this lady with the Googles? Okay, my name is Ifoma Collins. I'm a senior business analysis associate at 10 Analytics. I'm also a product owner and I have my MSc in View. I have over 4 years experience in business analysis, and I am passionate about digital transformation and people development. I have a proven ability to bridge the gap between business and tech. So as a business analyst, we are the bridge between tech and business. Okay. I have also trained over 600 professionals across 4 continents. Okay. My experience spans across sectors like health tech, IT, health tech, e-commerce, where I have applied deep knowledge of agile methodologies. All right. Okay, so what is in for you today? What are we doing? So for today, we're going to be looking at PM versus BA. That's the project management and the business analyst, the core skills and opportunities for you as a business analyst that will help you to get a job in 2026, and also look at the pathway to becoming a project manager or agile business analyst. And then we also talk about the 10 Analytics Growth Internship Program. And we also have a special discount for you. We'll have a special discount offer. Ensure that you stick to the end of this section so that you don't miss this special offer that awaits you. Okay, so I want to be sure that I'm not just the only one here in this section. I want to be sure that I have people listening to me or watching me. Please type in the comment section a 1 if this is your first time of joining this section, and give me a 2 if this is your second time. And if it's your third, your fourth, or your fifth, type me a 4 and a 5. Okay. Anu is a 1. Thank you. Thank you, Anu. There's a lot to unpack here in this section. Okay. I'm looking at the comment section. Who else do we have on the section today? So I also would like to know where you're joining us from. Okay. Okay, Lillian is a one. Welcome. I also would like to know where you're joining us from as well. You can also put that in the in-call section. Do we only have newbies? What of the oldies? Welcome to the section once again. Okay. All right. So why tech careers? You might be asking yourself, or you're just wondering, okay, they're talking about tech, why tech careers? Tech careers is currently booming right now, okay? So tech is transforming every industry. Every industry you look at, there's a touch of tech. So you look at healthcare, education, construction, even beauty industry. Every industry you look at right now, they are leveraging heavily on tech. So from the healthcare to the retail, the backbone of every modern business right now is technology. Okay. So there's high demand for roles. So there's a surge in the need for project managers and business analysts. These two roles are very much high in demand, and the needed skills, they need the skill companies need skilled business analysts or project managers to drive successful projects and drive business growth. Okay. And job stabilities and opportunities as well. The tech sector offers a lot of job security. So if you're in tech today, you're assured of having job security, all right? And then you also get flexibility in career path. Okay, so I know that a lot of people want to transition to tech because majorly they want to have a remote role, and that is one of the major things that becoming a business analyst or a project manager opens up the door for you. Okay. So you can, land that remote job that you want, get that work-life balance. Okay. So if you've been meaning to transition to tech, become a business analyst, or become a project manager, now is the best time. Okay. This is your opportunity to get started. All right. Okay. So let's look at project manager. What does a project manager do? So the main focus is for a project manager, you're the one that is leading the project. So if we're working on an e-commerce website and we have the developers, we'll have the scrum master, the business analyst, and the product manager. The project manager will be the one that is driving that project. Okay. You're ensuring that all the team members or the stakeholders on this project turn in their deliverables on time, meaning that any documentation, any process you're working on, any SOP you're working on, the project manager chases up on you to make sure that you deliver it on time. They remove roadblock. So if you're experiencing any bottleneck in the project, is the project manager that helps the team, okay, so that there is no delay in delivering that project. Okay. So the project manager ensures that the project is finished on time, within budgets, and also ensure that the team's performance is on track. All right. So these are some of the key responsibilities of a project manager. So one of them is project planning and execution. Okay, so at the initiation of the project manager is the one that's in charge of planning the project and also ensuring that the project is delivered. Okay, meaning that they are in charge of the execution. Okay, the project manager manages the resources and also the budget management. So for every project, there's always an established budget. Okay, for instance, you're working on a railway project and there's a budget of maybe £500,000. Okay, so the project manager ensures that we do not go out of budget. Okay, so they also identify risks and they mitigate it. So they identify the risk and come up with a mitigation plan. Okay, as a project manager, you're going to be in charge of stakeholder communication and team leadership. Okay, so you're going to be engaging every team member, every stakeholders, from the project sponsor to the to the C-suite guys, to the customers, to everybody that is affected or impacted by that project. Okay, the project manager is the one that is in charge of making sure that they are communicated to. Okay, and the project manager ensures that the project success, okay, is the project is successful, and they constantly monitor, and if there's a need for adjustment, the project manager is there. Okay, so the project manager oversees the project. All right, so let's understand what the business analyst do. Okay, what is the role of the business analyst? The business analyst is the person that bridges the gap between excuse me, between business needs and IT solution. Okay. So you're the one that engages the stakeholders, the non-technical stakeholders and the technical stakeholders. Okay. So you understand the technical language, and okay, for instance, we want to build like an electric car. So as a business analyst, you're the one that is going to engage the customers. So they will tell you their requirements, their specification, what they want that car to be able to do. I want this car to be able to fly. I want the car to be able to swim and all that. So you're going to take those requirements that you've gathered from all the stakeholders, and then you translate them into technical language to the development team. So when I say the development team, I mean the developer, the design, the testers, etc. Right? So as a BA, you're the bridge between these two, between the technical and non-technical guys. Okay. So what will you be doing? You analyze, you gather requirements, elicit the requirements, analyze them. Okay. You create document BRD, um, you create process map, etc. Now, look at some of the responsibilities of a business analyst. You're gathering and analyzing business requirements. You're designing solution. So as a business analyst, we are also called solution architects, right? So you're facilitating communication between stakeholders and technical team. Okay, like I explained before, you speak the language of the technical and non-technical guys. You ensure that the solution aligns with the business goal and deliver value. Okay. So, and you're creating detailed documentation for the project execution. All right. As a BA, that is one of the roles you're going to be carrying out. All right. So if you're following me and you're understanding what I've been explaining so far, please leave me your favorite emoji so that I know you're following. And if there's any confusion, do let me know as well. All right, let's proceed. Thank you for the hearts, Nancy. Thank you. Now let's look at the core competencies of, thank you, Anu. Let's look at the core competencies of project manager and a business analyst. Or ensure that you fill out the form, okay, the attendance form that my colleague is dropping in the comment section, so that you're able to get these resources and the recordings, okay? Now, one of the core competencies, some of the competencies of project manager, these are the skills that you need as a PM, okay? So if I'm saying PM, project managers are also called PM, okay? And business analysts are called BAs, okay? Or BA. So for a project manager, you need to be a leader. You need to know how to lead, okay? So you need to have the leadership and team management, okay? So you might already be carrying out this role, or you might already have the skills in your current role. Okay, so you just need to learn to translate it to the current PM role. You need to be a leader. You need to learn how to manage people. Okay, so you need to one of the core competencies is project management and scheduling. Okay, risk management. You need to know how to manage risks. Stakeholder communication. You need to know how to communicate with stakeholders. Okay, communication is one of those core skills, and then you need to know how to be manage finance, because you're going to be working with budget. So financial and resources management is very, very important, because if an organization says this is the XYZ amount we need to work on this project, you need to ensure that you do not go within that, out of that budget, I meant to say. Okay. And then for a business analyst, one of the core skills is you need to know, you need to be proficient in requirements gathering and documentation. So as a BA, you're going to be writing a lot of BRD, okay, FRD, and so on. So documentation and requirement gathering is one of that core skills that you need to have in 2026 as a BA to get a job. Data analysis and process improvement. Okay, if you're going to be working on a project, there is data, you need to look into the data, analyze it, clean it, transform it, and so that it gives good business insights. Okay. Now, stakeholder communication. Okay. You need to know how to engage stakeholders. Okay. You need to engage stakeholders in to the point where it is simple and not complex, right? You need to, you engage them to the point where there's no complexities. Okay. And then business process modeling. Okay. So as a business analyst, we do a lot of process map. Okay. To show what their current as is state or their to be future state is going to look like. All right. So this is one of the core competencies you need to have as a BA. Now, there are some shared skills that both roles have, and some of these skills are critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability and flexibility, clear communication. Okay, so as a BA or a PM, you're going to be joining a lot of projects, so they expect you to be very flexible and adapt very fast. Okay, and as a BA, you're going to, as a BA or PM, you need to be a critical thinker, because um, you're in a project to provide solution. So you need to be critical. You need to address it critically. So critical thinking is one of those shared skills that a PM or a BA needs to have. Okay. Now, for business analyst or project management, here are some jobs. Okay. Here are some jobs that are available, and look at the ratings. Look at the ratings. As a business analyst, you can get paid as high as £60,000 to £95,000 per annum. All right. Even at the entry level, I think it's about £35,000 to like £40,000. Okay. So, and here are some resources linked here. If you click on here, you'll be able to see some some other job opportunities that a BA or a PM can, apply to. And this is for the people in UK. All right. Look at some job boards, over 6,000 plus jobs available on LinkedIn, UK, US jobs, read.co. Okay. So the business analyst or project manager role is in high demand, and the salary is very, very attractive. Okay, so the salary range, like I said before, is anywhere near 40K to 75,000 pounds. Okay, and many of these roles offer skilled worker visa sponsorship. All right, and here are some codes for this job here. Okay, so if you're in Canada, all right, here are some job boards, okay, where you can, go look for job and get job as a business analyst. And the salary range here is about 70K pounds to 70K card to 110, okay, dollars. So, and most of the roles also offer skilled work visa sponsorship. And here is a link for built-in. This is built-in Canada. Okay, so let's look at this job advertisement. You can see how much here. Look at this, is $70K to $90K. All right. So business analyst and project management jobs are really available and the skills are high in demand. Okay. Now, there's something you also need to know that as a business analyst or as a project manager, for you to get this job, you need to be visible. Okay. So you need to be out there. And how are you going to get this? Okay. You need to be visible on LinkedIn. Okay. So you need to share your journey. Let's say you've registered with us and you need to start talking about your journey, how you are a business analyst or how you're transitioning to business analyst, or I worked on this project today. So in class, you work on a capstone project, you take it online, you take it to LinkedIn and you share your story. Why are you doing this? Why does this matter? Sharing your tech transition journey builds trust. Okay. It helps you stand out from the crowd. All right. It lets people know what you're doing. Okay. It puts you in at the topmost place. Okay. So if somebody is looking out for a business analyst or a PM in your maybe in your community, and you're posting consistently on LinkedIn, you're one of the first people that will pop up. Or if a recruiter goes on LinkedIn to search for a business analyst or PM and you're visible, you're also one of those people that will pop up. Okay. So your digital presence attracts employers, attracts recruiters. And this is one of the things we do here in 10 Analytics. Okay. So we help you to ensure that your LinkedIn profile is well optimized so that recruiters are reaching out to you with job offers, with interviews. Okay. So ensure that you're leveraging LinkedIn to grow your visibility is very, very important as a business analyst or a PM. You need to be visible. You need to build in public. Visibility is the new way to sell your experience or to sell what you can do. Okay. So let's say, for instance, you worked on a process mapping project and you have your process map on your screen. You take a screenshot, you go to LinkedIn and you make a post about it. It's going to attract a lot of recruiters to you. It's going to make you visible. All right. So do we have any questions for me so far? Okay. Ensure that you're filling the attendance form that my colleague is dropping so that you'll be able to have access to these resources. Okay. In case you want to go back to the recording or look at the slide as well. All right. Okay. So while we are rounding up the section with me, I'm going to hand you over to my colleague who is also on this call with me right now. Okay. Hello, Prince.
Hi, from my confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. You're muted, Prince.
Yes, yes. I believe you can
Okay.
hear me now.
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right, fantastic. All right, so I believe everybody on the call, they've been able to get so much, fantastic insights from things you've shared. But the chat, the comment section is everybody on the call is a bit quiet. I don't know, probably maybe the weather or something. Are we able to drop? Okay, so we currently have a pop-up on the screen asking, after everything that my colleague has said, which of this career path do you think you want to dive into? Do you want to get into business analysis or do you want to get into project management? Business analysis is going to have you solving problems, being the middleman, the powerhouse, solving problems for both the technical team and the technical. That is what the business analysis role will put you into. If you're looking at the project management, this is where you get to manage people, meaning you're very exceptional when it comes to managing people. You have fantastic leadership skills. So I want to have, let's see the comment, the chat box. I want to see which of this career path do you think you really want to get into or really takes like, okay, sounds interesting for me. Okay, let's see who we have or what we have in the chat box. Okay, today is a quiet day. Very, very quiet. Okay, so Lillian is going for business analyst. Nancy is going for project manager. Mayfair is going for business analyst. Fantastic. So I'm thinking I'm having a lot of business analyst people. I'm having a lot of people that loves to get hands-on in the session today. Fantastic. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be walking you through what are the exact things you need to have. Do you currently have the technical skill? You don't have the technical skill? Do you have the work experience? Whatever you don't have or you have. This session, what I'm going to be talking about in like the next 15 minutes, guides you to know exact things that you need to have for you to be able to get into business analysis, right? Now, either business analysis or project management, either of them are looking to get into. Trust me, one thing Henry also said project management, Anu said project management, Ololade said business analysis. So I think we have a tie. That's fantastic. We have a tie currently. That's interesting. And when you're looking to become either a business analyst or a project manager, the first thing you want to really do before you even say you can call yourself that is you want to go ahead to learn that particular thing. For a business analyst, they get to do a whole lot of things. They get to map out processes, they get to identify problems, they jump into meetings with board of directors, they jump into meetings with the technical team. What are the things that they're doing in this meeting? You might see some of them might be in the meeting for like 3 hours, 2 hours. What exactly are they talking about? What are the things that are involved in you becoming a business analyst? When it comes to business analysts, they are the process master, they optimize processes. They are the ones that they instigate that growth that the organizations, every company are yearning for. These are the business analysts, right? So for you to become that person, the first thing you want to do is you want to learn. And I always tell people that in our everyday life, in our every 24 hours, there's always a part of us that has everything to do with project management. We manage our timing, we manage our activities, we plan ourselves. All these things, they are all revolving around project management. So trust me, even if you're not looking at the career path, your day-to-day lives has project management in it. Now, when you decide to leverage on this and get into agile project management, now is now where you get to learn actual thing that it takes for you to now actually manage a project in a conglomerate and be able to manage the people, get into whatever space you need to get into. So for you to do all these things, the first thing you want to do is you want to learn it. That's the first thing. Then once you're done learning this particular thing, you don't want to go ahead and package those things that we've learned. I mean, we all have artisans we patronize. We all have professionals that we patronize, either our fashion designer, our stylist, or our, anybody that we're looking to patronize or let's say get a service from them. Before we're able to even identify them, there must have been some sort of advertisement or publication or packaging that attracted us to get in communication with them. Now, how do you, now that you have the skill either as a business analyst or another project manager, how do you package yourself, making sure that people that need your services, organizations that are yearning for you, how do you package yourself to make sure that these people are able to see you? That's the first thing you want. That's the next thing you want to do after you must have learned. Then you also want to learn how to apply to different places. I'm not talking about the popular one-click apply we have on Indeed or even on sometimes on LinkedIn. No, that one is a total waste of time. I'm talking about you actually understanding the job requirement, learning how to tailor your CV to that job requirement, and knowing how to apply to this job strategically. You will learn how to do all these things. So when you've learned how to do all these things, there's only one thing that is guaranteed. And definitely that is you leveraging everything you've been exposed to land yourself a job. Now, trust me, this is not like our first rodeo. Like my colleague, Iwefuma said, we've been at this for over 5 years. And this structure is what we've adopted over the years. I have people having absolutely no technical background, being able to land their first job in any of the tech role they must have chosen. Now, if you question yourself, like, do I even have any technical skill? I've not done anything technical before. As a matter of fact, the extent of my technical ability or capacity that I have is probably maybe to check my email. That's like the maximum thing you can do. Trust me, you had people that have absolutely no work experience at all, being able to go through the program, and they've been able to land jobs. And the reason why this is applicable, this is possible, is because of the way the programs are structured, right? And I will tell you for free, like the best way you want to learn anything you want to learn is to learn in a project-based environment. This is the same process that will have over 3,000 participants go through, and they've been able to find themselves landing jobs. And what do I mean by learning in a project-based environment? It simply means that if you're going through the business analysis program, okay, you're not getting into class and you're having somebody defining business analysis to you. You're not coming into class and you have a bunch of things you need to go and read. Absolutely not. You're coming into class and you're working on projects. Projects that a business analyst will have worked on, or projects that a business analyst will normally do on the job. Meaning, when you are learning or while you're learning, you are learning on the job like you're working as though you're a business analyst. And what this will give to you, three major things. Number one, it will give you the skill of a business analyst. Number two, it will give you the experience that is being needed. And why do you get the experience? Because, I mean, if you're working on, let's say, a patient booking system, maybe the hospital is having a lot of patients in the waiting room and they want to optimize this process to make sure that patients don't stay more than 5, 10 minutes in the waiting room. How do you work on this? That's the work of a business analyst. So if you work on a project like that, number one, whatever tool you'll be using for that project, you will learn the skill, you'll have that. Excuse me. Then number two, the fact that that particular project you're working on is patient booking system, is in the healthcare space. Automatically, you are gaining an experience from the healthcare space. That's number two. Then the third value or the third advantage you'll be getting by what learning in a project-based environment is your project you must have worked on, you will have the ability to add them to your portfolio. Because when it comes to tech is quite heavy on your technical know-how. Tech is quite heavy on show me what you've done. There's no so much space for um telling stories, oh, I've done this or I have that. No, show me what you've done because when you show me, I will know hands-on, I will know firsthand that you can actually do this thing. And that's because tech is always used solving this problem or that problem for the organization. So anybody looking to hire you, they are not so concerned if you've been doing something for the past 20 years. Now you're getting into business analysis. You show me the things you've done as a business analyst. And I think if you click on the link that was embedded in the slide that my colleague shared earlier, you will see that the roles that are there, they're not looking for somebody that does not have an experience. They want you to know this. They want you to know Microsoft Project. They want you to know how to use Trello. They're looking for somebody that marked that project using Lucychat or Draw.io. They want you to have some things. Now, if you don't have an experience working on projects like this, it's going to be impossible for you to be able to even apply to this job. Now, when you go through a project that is going to flourish you with this knowledge, it makes it easier for you to be able to go through the process and find yourself landing jobs like thousands of participants being able to have go through the program and be able to land jobs. And if you're looking at the things you will be learning in the business analysis, you're learning it from the very basics. You're learning from the data analytics part, which means you'll be learning the Excel, the Power BI, the SQL, giving you an introduction into what a data analyst will do. Because as a business analyst, you will always need some data analyst skills, right? So you will also learn that in the business analysis program. Then every other thing you'll be learning, process mapping, project initiation planning, agile and scrum for project, and so many more. Even software development lifecycle, SDLC, you will learn all these things. And I don't want to get so technical because if I get so technical, I'll be like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. What is this? What is that? I'm confused. Not to worry. Because the way the programs are structured, we don't even expect you to know anything about it. That is why the program is like this. And that is also why the business analysis program, as a matter of fact, all our programs, they're extremely beginners friendly, meaning all you have to do is just know which one really marks the box for you. We have the business analysis, we have the agile project management program. This one is what I want to get into. So even if I don't have any technical exposure, any technical skill, the way the programs are structured, they're going to build you up from that route. And you always have a very fantastic, solid support system that you can reach out to when you have technical problems. And the duration of your program is actually 8 months. But in these 8 months, what you'll be doing is you'll be learning how to be a business analyst working on multiple projects for 6 months. Then when you're done, you get into an internship where you get to work on more projects for 2 months. This is furthermore to build your technical skill. And when you're looking at your classes, you have your classes on Saturday. Your live classes, you have them on Saturdays, and that is going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. UK time. If you're in West Africa, that is going to be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. But if you're in, let's say, Canada or anywhere in US, you can always go with the instant time or the Mountain Standard Time, and that is going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. MST. That's the Mountain Standard Time. But if your time zone is in EST, that's going to be 12 noon to 3 p.m. on Saturdays, EST, right? Then during the week, we don't just leave you hanging because the way you get to learn is a blended approach type of learning, meaning you're not learning only when you come to class. Neither do we leave you to learn by yourself. So it's like a merge, is a combination of both of them, which is why it's called a blended approach, whereby while you do your live classes on Saturdays, during the week, you have what we call self-paced watch me do it video, meaning you're watching a pre-recorded video or the content in that particular video is still a professional working on projects. These are the ways you get to learn either the business analysis program or the agile project management program. The duration for both of them is the same thing. The classes start the same time and it's the same thing. Both of them are the same thing. And when you're looking at you now landing jobs, so you see whatever you must have learned in business analysis or in agile project management, that is 50% of what we tend to offer you. The other 50% is what we call the employability skills, meaning fantastic. Lillian is now a fantastic business analyst. She knows how to do everything technical regarding business analysis. But how do you land a job with your business analyst skill? With a new project management skill you have now, how do you land a job with it? And this is where the employability session or the employability skill comes into play. Now, the first thing we have under the employability is your CV review, CV revamp. Your CV is going to be the first thing that any employer is going to be seeing before they even get to see you, right? So, how do you make sure that your CV speaks value of what you actually bring to the organization? You have your CV revamp. So, when you join the program, about 2, 3 weeks after joining the program, we'll take your CV from you and you submit your CV 2, 3 weeks into the program. So, an in-house professional will revamp your CV to be industry standard as to whatever program you're looking to get into. Then once you're done with that, you have a session which is where you get to learn how to optimize and tailor your CV to jobs you're applying to. So when you're applying to a business analyst role that is looking for a process master, you will not be coming into the you'll not be submitting or applying to that job with you working as a documentation specialist. No, because you will almost have learned how to tailor your CV to that job. You will not have a business analyst job that is looking for somebody very fantastic in Draw.io and Microsoft projects. And what you are telling them you have is maybe Power BI or Excel. No, definitely not. So you will learn how to tailor your CV to the job you're applying to. Then you have your LinkedIn optimization, which my colleague really buttress on to making sure that you optimize your LinkedIn in such a way that it will publicize your everything you're doing. Even if you don't have any LinkedIn account for right now, doesn't matter. All right. You have multiple sessions that will teach you on how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to create one, and how to optimize it. Then you have navigating the job market. This is where you learn where and how to search for jobs. No matter the type of job you're looking for something that is hybrid. You're looking to fully work from home. You don't want to be going to work, beating the roadblocks. You don't want to do any of those. You just want to be at the comfort of your home and do your job. You will learn how to apply to these jobs. You're looking for jobs that come with sponsorship. You will be able to learn how to do all these things. Now, away from the ones that you will learn how to apply to, we also have in-house job board that we have premium jobs in our in-house job board. And these premium jobs are jobs that you can never come across on public available job boards, right? Because before we get access to them, we need to actually subscribe to these premium jobs. We bring these jobs to you and you get the opportunity to apply to them 100%. Then you have interview preparation, meaning when you have your CV review, CV ramp, you apply to job with your CV, you have your LinkedIn optimized, you're searching to the market for a job, you're applying to jobs. The least we expect is for you to get called for an interview. Now, before you go into that interview, the first thing or the next thing you do is get prepped by in-house professional for that particular interview you're looking to get in. So you never get into an interview without getting prepared by in-house professional, right? Where they will look at your CV, they will look at your the job description, they will look at the company, and they will prepare you accordingly. And definitely, when you get the job, you have the opportunity to get a reference letter from the company. You also have what we call on-the-job support, meaning you're on the job, need some guidance. You're always able to reach out to us, and we'll be able to offer this to you 100%. Then you also have what we call weekly mentorship sessions. This is like the priceless one in everything we're talking about tonight. And that's because when you're looking to get into any profession, let's say you're looking to go into dentistry, okay? You learned how to become a dentist. Then you now have one of the world best mentor you, be in your room, guide you on how to place your hand, how to set your light, how to calm your patients. Trust me, the amount of time you will spend to become a world best will not be as long as the time spent by your mentor to get to that position. And the reason is quite simple. It's because you learned from the very best, or you have been mentored from the very best. That's the exact thing you'll be getting from the mentorship session, where we bring fantastic professionals into your classes, and they guide you on a lot of things you have absolutely no knowledge about. things in tech, how to do a lot of things. We guide you on these things. And this is are things that you furthermore expose you to help you land a job. These are part of the things that you have participants go through. And while still in the program, they've been able to find themselves landing job. We'll have a lot of them on our YouTube page. You will see some of them 3 months into the program, 4 months into the program. They've been able to land jobs. How? It is because of this employability skill, right? Now, the last one I'll be talking about before we wrap it up is the Upwork optimization. Upwork is a freelance platform, right? So you will learn how to optimize your Upwork profile to afford you the opportunity to offer services on a more freelance approach to both individuals and organizations at the same time, right? Now, the next cohort we have is coming up 7th of February, right? Our next cohort is coming up 7th of February. And for you to be part of this particular cohort to be starting, all you have to do is to register and secure your spot for that class. Now, the original price for the program is 1,250 US dollars. That's the original price of the program. But currently, we have a whopping 20% discount off that particular price that will afford you to pay 1,000 US dollars. Now, instead of 1,000 US dollars, it gets better. That particular 1,000 US dollars, you have ability to now break it down and pay in installments. Meaning for you to join the class starting February, 7th of February, you don't need to pay a whooping sum of $1,000. No, absolutely not. You can break it down and pay as low as $200 to join that particular class. And the fantastic thing about it is you now get to continue to pay that $200 every month instrumental. So as you're learning, you are at the same time you're paying. Today is 22nd of January. If you make your payment tonight, your next payment will be coming up 22nd of February. That's 1 month away from now. Now, you see this, everything I've talked about now, it is not going to be available forever. It is only available to the first 20 people to secure the spot, which I believe everybody on this call have the opportunity to take advantage of this without any sort of issue. Now, if you click on the link that my colleague shared in the chat box, it will take you to the Analytics website. I will also be sharing that website. I will share that page. So we all can see it. Then what I would do is I would walk us through how to make the payment so we all can be able to do it by ourselves at our own now comfort zone and be able to secure the spot. So if you come to click on the link shared by my colleague in the chat box, what you will see is this, right? You see the analytics website, and that is going to be www.tenalytics.io. All right. So once you come here, you come to courses, instructor-led courses, and you scroll down to the business. All the programs we do offer, we offer more than one, two programs. But any of the program you're looking to register for, but in this case, you have the business analysis and definitely the Agile Project Management program, which is over here. So if you're looking to register for either of these programs, all you have to do is click on this space that says buy now, right? Click on the buy now, then you will see the part, you will see the program, Agile Project Management Program 2026. If you scroll down, you will see the curriculum that you'll be learning, all your course module, everything you'll be learning about the program. You will see everything. I think when you get to the bottom, you will also be seeing the rules you can apply to, the type of jobs you can apply to, right? You see everything. Now, what you want to do when you get to the bottom is you want to click on this part that says enroll now. Okay, you can click on this part that says enroll now at the bottom, or you also have the enroll now at the top, which is over here, just above your download the brochure. So if you click on the enroll now button, it will prompt you to register and sign in your email, right? So once you've registered your email, you've validated your email, you get to this page where you have the opportunity to, where you get the opportunity to, let me confirm my screen is still showing. Okay. So you get the opportunity to select your start date. Now, I said your start date is February, 7th of February. If you come onto this page, you will also have the opportunity to either start February or you can even start by March. You still take advantage of the 20% discount. So if February you feel February is a little bit too near for me, I need to get some things, I need to plan according to my rota, I need to do a lot of things. You can secure a spot now without missing out on a 20% discount and start by March. Now, all you have to do is select on the payment plan that works best for you. As you can see, you have the one time or the two times. If you're looking to pay either one time or two times, you'll be saving yourself some extra dollars and you pay a total of 975 if you're paying once or twice. But if this will not be possible, can easily pay three times, four or five times. If you're paying five times, that's going to be 200. If you're paying four times, that's going to be 250. And this is also applicable if you're paying in pounds. Be able to pay as low as £153 every month for 5 months. If you are paying in Canadian dollars, you have to pay as low as 283 CAD every month for 5 months. So let's say you want to pay in five instrumental. All you have to do is select this five instrumental, click on apply discount. So once you click on the apply discount, the discount will be applied and you'll have the opportunity to see the breakdown of your payment. To see you're able to pay today, 22nd, and you continue to pay February, March, April, by May, you get to pay your last installment. And all you have to do is come over here, confirm that you've read the terms and conditions, then you click on pay now. This is how you secure a spot and make sure you don't miss out on the discount. Okay. If there's anybody that's on the call that have some questions, I'm very happy to answer any questions you might have. I'll also try to go through the chat box to see if okay, my screen is stopped. I'll also try to go through the chat box to see if there's any question we're missing out so that I'll be able to get onto it. But remember, this discount is only available to the first 20 people to register. So you want to try as much as possible to make sure you don't miss out on this discount, right? Let me try go through the chat box. If you want to speak, if you have a question, you can easily indicate, raise up your hand or use the raise hand icon, and I'll be able to call you to speak and ask whatever question you have. If you don't want to speak, you can drop in the chat box and I'll be able to also read it out and answer whatever question you have. Okay, Linda said, I chose the evening session, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. what on Saturday, but this was not a capture presentation, in the presentation. So, Linda, I believe I talked about it. The 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I don't know where you're joining from. Are you able to indicate that you want to speak so I can ask you to unmute your mic? Let me see if you're still on the call. Linda, okay. Linda, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Can you unmute your mic?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm
So,
going to be taking it from Nigeria.
Nigeria, okay, so that's going to be
Yes.
6 p.m. to 9
To
p.m. Nigerian
9 p.m.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're in a good spot then.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Do I have any other person that have a question? You can either drop it in the chat box, or if you don't know how to use the raise hand icon, you can type "I want to speak" and I'll allow you to speak. Okay. Let me see if I have any question. Okay, no question. Am I free to go? Does that mean everything said we totally understand? So let me see. I have okay, so I think Lillian is getting into the business analysis. Nancy, I'm not so certain what program Nancy is going for. I think Nancy is going for project management. Frederick, all right. So I'm going to ask everybody to unmute. All right. So you can unmute your mic if you have question and you can speak. Nancy, yeah, I think I remember you said you're going for project management. Right. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you in class either February or March, okay? All right. Do I have anybody that have question that I'm here to attend to? Frederick?
Yes, can I speak on?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I actually need clarity in regards the CV and the LinkedIn optimization
Okay.
because, like you said from the class, that our CV will be our LinkedIn will be optimized, and our CV will be tailored based on the job. For instance, because right now I work as a healthcare professional, and I got a BA job that matches my requirement and is other the arrow maybe the arrow or maybe in a different sector, and my CV and my LinkedIn is already optimized with a particular sector, and
Okay.
the job I want to apply for is in a different sector,
Yeah.
and my CV will be tailored to meet that sector. So how
Yeah.
does it work? Would my employer or the so-called employer or the recruiter, would they go through my CV, go through my LinkedIn and realize what I'm applying for is different from what is on my LinkedIn?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. It's a very fantastic question. Thank you for that. Now, when you get into the program, everything you're talking about, we will not be doing it for you. Rather, we will teach you how to do it. Now, when it comes to your LinkedIn is going to be optimized to your career path. Okay. You're a business analyst. You've, let's say when you join the analytics, your LinkedIn will be optimized as consultant, business analyst consultant with analytics, right? Now, everything you get to do, that is part of the project you will be working on, you'll be able to put it in some of the things you've done, yeah, under
Okay.
your job on LinkedIn. The
Yeah.
same thing will be on your CV. Now, your CV is now quite dynamic. It's flexible, right? Let's say you now get onto a job that is looking for somebody, your CV is telling that you worked with draw.io for your process mapping. Okay. That's what your CV is saying. And you're applying to a job as a business analyst in another city, in another town, in another sector, right? And that job is asking for, you have draw.io on your CV. The job is looking for Lucy charts. Because you know Lucy charts, you are able to easily tailor things you've done with J.io to Lucy charts. I'm not saying you're going to put something you don't know. Definitely not. Whatever you have on your CV, you will be able to defend them. That is 100%. Now, you see your LinkedIn. You don't go ahead and start tweaking your LinkedIn every time. No, because your LinkedIn is able to show everything you've done right from time immemorial, right from school, your first job, the timeline, your second job till date. He's able to show all these things. And he's able to show people, probably let's say companies you collaborated with, the things you've done in that sector. The sector or the career path rather is still business analyst. So if it is in logistics, if it is in healthcare, if it is in finance, if it's in the gaming sector, the job is still the job. The job is still your job as a business analyst, right? So it doesn't change. But you see, the CV, that's the one you now tend to tailor, all right? And I think one of the mistakes that most of us do make is When we want to optimize our LinkedIn, we'll copy everything we have on our CV and we paste it on our LinkedIn. No, it's not like
Can I
that.
can I can I say something? Can I buttress a little bit?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. Because actually, I was in the financial sector.
Okay.
Then during the COVID and everything, I moved into the healthcare, and my CV was all still showing the financial sector. Then when I was
Okay.
about moving into the IT sector, into the tech sector, actually I've done data governance. So that
Okay.
was where the issue came. So the same issue happened when I was discussing with the instructor, even before I went for the course. I gave him this scenario and he said, no, don't worry, there is no issue, everything's going to be fine. The truth is, right now, my LinkedIn is on hold. It's actually paused for the past 2 years because for the past 1 year. What happened is because when I finished the data governance job and the data governance training and everything, I was now applying for the data governance stuff. When some of the recruiter went to my CV, went to my LinkedIn, they realized what I'm applying for my CV is different from what is on my LinkedIn. So at the end of the day, when they call me, they're like, "Oh, we saw your profile on LinkedIn. Is different from, or is he a different person and everything?" So there was a conflict. I literally had to pause my LinkedIn because I was now becoming, it was now becoming suspicious. Like, who are you a different person or what? Because what was on my LinkedIn was already different from what was on my CV.
Okay. I think I quite understand the challenge that you have, right? And number one, that is why we have in-house professional that will guide you on how to optimize. Now, when it comes to the things you've done in the past, let's take, for example, finance. Okay. You have your experience on your CV and it's saying finance. That's fantastic. Now, what we will do at Analytics is when it comes to business analysis, understanding what a business analyst does is identifying problems, solving it. Now, there are different ways to get this done. I can bet you that whatever you must have done in finance, there's some part of it that has something to do with business analysis. There's some part of it that has something to do with making things better, right? Now, when it comes to your CV optimization, the in-house professional will bring out these things that have something to do with what you've done in the past, that is a little bit relating to business analysis. They will highlight it. Now, when they highlight it, you will be able to defend it because you actually did it, right? So it's not like they are cooking up something on your CV that does not exist. Absolutely not. Now, when you are highlighting this, remember, you are now a business analyst. You are expected to optimize and optimize your LinkedIn also in that direction. And you're not expected to be optimizing your LinkedIn all the time. Like, for example, now I can show you my LinkedIn. I can't remember the last time I optimized it. And that's because it's good the way it is. I do some other things, but anything that has to do with defining my career path and my journey, it is defined. I don't have to be going there to be adjusting it all the time. That will bring probably, let's say, a red flag. But when you're able to define your career path, if you go on my LinkedIn page, you'll be able to actually see who I am. Now, if I apply to a job and I'm telling you some things I've worked on, remember, you are writing as a consultant. Consultancy means you have the liberty, you have the opportunity to work in different sectors. Okay. Now, when you have all these things highlighted, the ones you've had in the previous years, a little bit of them will be highlighted. Now, the things you're doing in your program, remember, you're learning in a project-based environment, meaning you are able to flood your CV with a lot of projects you'll be working on. And if being asked questions around it, you will be able to defend it. So I think the challenge you had was you optimized your CV or you left your LinkedIn. That was the challenge. And if you look at the hop you made, it was from finance to GRC, then to now you're upping onto business analysis. What we're going to do is we're not going to have everything in that shape because it's going to be just like the recruiters have said, who exactly are you? Right? So you will learn the proper way of having your LinkedIn optimized. We had lots of participants that didn't even apply to jobs, that were able to get jobs only from LinkedIn optimization. So the challenge, I've been able to explain that to you, but that is not a problem. The problem that you had was you did one and you didn't do the other. Now, Adibi, you're going to be in GRC, that's governance, that you're going to be in. You can then you have finance background, so there are some things that you must have done in finance that is 100% finance and GRC are even more related. Meaning there are some things that you should be able to have on your LinkedIn that will show, like for example, IT audit. There's a lot of things that you've done in finance that it can easily highlight in GRC, or you did not. So these are the reasons why it became a big issue, but not to worry. Like I said, you see the way I'm speaking, I am not even the one that is going to teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn because I mean, I have people that knows way better than I do that will guide you on how to optimize your LinkedIn, your CV, 100%. So these are the things that you go through that will have you be in proper shape to land a job. Because when it comes to landing jobs, we are totally intentional about it. Okay? I hope that's been able to clarify the confusion that you had,
Yeah,
Frederick.
yeah, thank you so much for the clarity.
You're welcome. Right. Do I have another person that have a quick question before we wrap it up? Let me see if I have anybody that have a question. So Nancy said you reached out already. Fantastic. So Nancy, that means I'll be seeing you in class on Saturday, February the 7th. Hey, do I have any quick question? Okay, no, I don't have any. All right, so I want to believe that we've all gotten clarity and know exactly what to do to be able to be part of the class starting 7th of February. So you want to take advantage of the discount. If you miss it, trust me, you'll be paying the full price. And I don't know about you, but for me, paying extra 250 when I know I can get the price for 1,000 and be able to actually pay $200 every month for 5 months for the program that is in class 6 months, I think that's a fantastic deal. So if you're looking to really transition, get into where everything should be, take advantage of the discount, register. If you need to still speak with a professional, we have clarity sessions that will happen. It happens every day. So even after you must have registered, you still need to speak to a career coach. You have ability to book a one-on-one. It is free. You don't pay for any of these things. You book a one-on-one and they will guide you on how best, if whatever program you paid for, if it's the best option for you. If it is not, they will also tell you which you should be getting to. Right now, Frederick is looking to get into business analysis. Once you make payments, you get into a one-on-one session, you see everything you've done in finance and what you've done in governance. We're going to open up everything and actually see which is the best option for you to get into. Though your final answer is still lies with you, will make you actually see everything in clear open. So making that final decision becomes a lot more easier, right? So if you haven't registered, make sure you try as much as possible to register and click on the link. So, sorry, can you repeat how to join the class again? I just got in. I'm looking again. Okay. So your name says iPhone. So what you want to do is you want to click on the link. Sorry, okay, fantastic. So you see that link that my colleague Steven just dropped in the chat box that says 20% discount. If you click on that particular link, it will take you to our website. That is tenalytics.io. Now, when you get on that website, what you want to do is you want to click on business analysis. I'm going to share that part of my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is the website. It's going to pop up on your screen. Yes. You can see, yeah. So once you scroll down to business analysis, right? So when you get here, click on buy now. Once you click on the buy now, Click on this part that says enroll now. Click on this enroll now, and once you do, it will ask you to register your email, verify your email before you can make payments. Okay, so once you've verified your email, you will get to this page where you can select your start date. Is either going to be 7th of February or 7th of March, whichever one that works best for you. So select it. And when you're looking at the payment plan, the original price, the current price, the original price is actually 1,250 US dollars. Okay. But if you are able to secure the 20% discount that we have currently, that will have you pay 1,000 US dollars. And that 1,000 US dollars, you have ability to break it down and pay in installments. Okay. Aki, what part of the world are you joining us from? You can just drop it in the chat box. I'm seeing the chat box.
UK.
UK, fantastic. So that's going to be you paying in pounds. So the original price is actually £958. But if you're able to take advantage of the 20% discount, that will be having pay £766. Now that £766, you have ability to break it down and pay in bit as much as 5 times. So all you have to do to register for the business analysis program and to start either by February, 7th of February or 7th of March is select any of the payment plan that you think works best for you. You can pay, if you're looking to pay 1 time or 2 times, you'll be getting yourself additional discount. So instead of paying 766, you pay 747 in total. And you can pay this either 1 time or 2 times. But if 1 time or 2 times will not really fly for you, it's not really work for you, you have ability to pay 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times. 5 times is going to have you pay £153 every month for 5 months. 4 times you have you pay £191 for 4 months, and 3 months is going to have you pay £255 every month for 3 months. Okay, so you want to select any plan that works for you, right? Let's say you want to select the 5 instrumental. You click on this part that says apply discount, and you will see the breakdown. So I selected that I'll be starting February 7th. So it's showing me here that my class is starting 7th of February, 5 month instrumental. And if you see, today is 22nd of January, your next instrumental payment will be coming 22nd of February. Then you have March, April, and by May, where you get to pay your last installment, right? So what you want to do is click on the information is correct, read the terms and conditions, and you pay directly over here. Okay, so this is how you go ahead to secure that discounted slot. Okay.
Thank you very much. When
You're
is the
welcome.
deadline for the discount again?
So the discount there's no deadline for it. The discount, the 20% discount is available to the first 20 people to register. So once the first 20 people register, the discount, it's automatic, it's automated already. Once you have 20 people register for the business analyst program, you automatically switch to the full price. So, and one thing that you can, thanks for even bringing this up. One thing you can do is, so today is 22nd of January, but salary is yet to come in. If you feel, oh, you rather want to continue, you want to secure discounted spots now, or your subsequent payments, you want it to come when probably, let's say, end of the month, whereby you are certain that salary is in. You see over here that has under your 5 instrumental, you see February 22, which is today, your next instrumental payment. You can come here, click on edit. Okay, once you click on edit, you will see this calendar pop up, and you have ability to select that you don't want your next payment to be on February 22. You can want it to be on February 28, and you save. Once you do that, you will see that your next payment is coming February 28th. The next one is not coming 22nd of March. It's coming 38th of March, then 28th, 29th of April, 29th of May. Okay, so this is something you can also take advantage of if you You don't want to be making payments now when might start subsequently when you know it might not be so comfortable for you. So you have this opportunity, and even if you miss out on this opportunity, probably let's say while you're signing up, you can still request for this in the program. Okay. All right. So I think that's thank you so much, Nancy. Yes, the payment is very flexible. Okay. Thank you so much for that input, Nancy. Right. Do I have anybody that have a quick question? Akin, you're welcome. All right. So I think we've all been able to get value and know exactly how best to move ahead to join the class starting in February. So I'll be looking to see each and every one of you in class. And cheers, everyone. Bye for now. Bye bye, Nancy.